What are you avoiding just because the next step is uncomfortable?
Living life.
Okay, elaborate.
One of my goals right now is just have fun in life, not necessarily strive for anything immaculate or try to change anything that's happening now.
For me, it's music. So getting into the weeds of music and the parts that I don't find entertaining.
So many things fail. Things go right, but it's not how I thought it was going to go right. But still, I feel good. But nothing that I planned to do came to fruition in the way that I thought it was going to come to fruition.
The only thing that you can do is go off of feeling. If you feel good based off of like, okay, this didn't go necessarily my way. This didn't look like how I thought. This didn't look like how I thought. But this feels good to me. That means that you're going in the right direction for you.
Get on my motherfucking face.
Please. Push the goddamn button.
Action!
Hello. Hi. How are you guys
Greetings.
feeling?
What up, what up, what up?
Feels like I haven't seen you in a long time, Breeze. I saw you a lot.
You got back from New York, son.
Mm.
Got back from out of town, you heard?
That's hilarious.
People ride the train and don't know how to... Okay, let's move
You
on.
going uptown?
Downtown.
Word.
All right.
Word.
Question. What are you avoiding just because the next step is uncomfortable?
Living life.
Okay, elaborate.
One of my goals right now is just have fun in life. Not necessarily strive for anything immaculate or try to change anything that's happening now. Just have fun. Smile more. Laugh more. Yeah. I think I'm losing my laugh lines. I haven't been laughing this thing since I got older.
So you would say that that's a step that you're avoiding?
It's a step that you're avoiding?
Yeah, what are you avoiding just because the next step is uncomfortable?
One thing that I'm avoiding is, sometimes it just be difficult to let loose, let my hair down.
So you've been avoiding letting loose? Mm.
It's a vulnerable state. I don't want them to see me in.
In the letting loose state? What you be looking like?
Just carefree and just relax.
You don't want to be seen as carefree?
Nah, I don't be wanting people to be that comfortable around me because they act different.
Mm. Okay, that's
So,
understandable.
yeah, I don't like how people be acting when they comfortable.
Shit, I want everybody in the room to be so uncomfortable.
So you're avoiding letting loose because you don't want other people to be comfortable.
I want them to be comfortable, but I don't want them to be too comfortable.
Mm.
Cause like people get too comfortable and then see you with some food and want to put their hands in your food.
Oh,
That's very
that's
comfortable.
too comfortable. I don't think anybody should get that comfortable.
Exactly. See,
I do that to you though, Damani.
too comfortable.
I don't just walk up and be like, I just asked, can I have some?
She'll either
That's
ask
polite.
or she'll be looking at my food while I'm eating. And I think about the meme where dude was like, he in the middle of eating chips. And he was like, can't have it in this house. That's all I be thinking.
When do I do that?
I be eating, be like, looks like some really good oatmeal over there. Like,
Staring at the oatmeal is crazy.
Sometimes it be looking good.
but you don't do that often though. But when you do, it's funny.
Okay.
And I'm like, all right, you're funny, so I can share it. But anybody else, it's not funny. Not funny at all.
Son.
So what are you avoiding? Just because the next step is uncomfortable.
What am I avoiding because the next step is uncomfortable? I think that's a good question. What am I avoiding because the next step is uncomfortable? Probably fully betting on myself, I guess. I think
Let loose and being free.
Yeah. But no, I mean more so like getting into the weeds of whatever. For me, it's music. So getting into the weeds of music and the parts that I don't find entertaining. or but it could be marketing, whether it's just all of the other stuff that's like, this is extra, like it's extra, it's important, it makes the whole picture a picture, but that's the stuff. And I don't think I think I'm getting to a place where I'm not avoiding it anymore, but I think that's what I've been avoiding this entire time. It's like, I really don't feel like doing half of this stuff.
I was thinking about that before I came in here, because my song came out yesterday. I kind of forgot.
I forgot.
Yeah, I didn't even know what day it was.
But it's like, I don't even want to market it. And the crazy thing is, I went to school for marketing, so it should be something now. But it's like, it's cringy. I just don't be wanting to do it. I just want to make the stuff, and y'all take it.
You could pay somebody to market it.
Yeah.
See, that's the uncomfortable part right there. Yeah, you don't want to pay somebody.
You want me to ask for help?
Yeah. But yeah, right now, off the top of my mind, that's what came to me.
Okay.
Yeah, it's just, but I'm working through it. I just think there's parts of it where it's like, I don't really feel like doing it, but I know it's a part of it.
So you want to do it because it's a part of it, but you've been avoiding it because you don't want to do it.
Yeah.
It's not the fun part.
Yeah, it's not the part that
you enjoy.
Yeah. And there's a lot more that I have to figure out in that space, and I think that's the part that's more uncomfortable. It's like being a complete novice in certain aspects and not knowing why some stuff works. Like, at least with the songwriting, like the technical stuff of doing the creation portion, I have a lot more understanding of, but I can understand more of the magic and the science in that, but the magic and the science of other stuff that makes the whole thing a bigger picture, it'd be like, the posting, I'd be like, hey, I'm hoping it's magic at this point. That's what it'd be feeling like. Like, hey, I put
That's what I think about the Dick Gregory video. Yeah, hope. Hope your car stops. Hope you pay your rent on time. When you say hope, you was told 70 trillion cents. All right.
Yeah, I think that's what it was. What about you?
Something that I've been avoiding because the next step is uncomfortable. I guess something that I've been kind of avoiding, but I'm working through now is allowing myself to just see what is, like, the reality of everything.
That was going to be my other one, actually.
Well, you took my other one.
Oh, my bad. All right, we just exchanged. All right. Boom.
But just like seeing the reality of what is, but also like owning the truth of it, like my truth of whatever it is, whether it be through songwriting, whether it be like finances, or just like understanding, like we talked about many times before, all of my decisions is what brought me here now. And as much as I would like to skip these uncomfortable moments and just skip over to the good part, well, I mean, we're in the good part, but skip up to, like, fast forward through the uncomfortable portion of it. It's like I have to kind of face what this is. Like, okay, I built this mountain, so I'm the only one that could tear it down also. So that's what I've been avoiding, because I guess honesty is uncomfortable. Like, really being honest and living in your truth, but also doing it in a way where it's like, because I was so, I guess, concerned with how other people looked at me or viewed me and stuff like that, it's like, okay, I guess I wouldn't always look directly into the reality of what is. When sometimes, like, it's just like, okay, a spade is a spade. That's just what it is. You can't call it a heart. You can't be trying to say, you know what, this might be a diamond. But no, it's a spade, and let it be a spade. Or, like, if we're talking about emotionally, if you pissed me off, you pissed me off. Like, I don't need to try to act like I'm not upset with you. And I also don't need to go into, like, let's say I decide to write about it. Before, in the past, it would be like, I'm trying to put this in like a poetic form so that they don't really know that I'm talking about this situation, because I don't want them to get upset that I put this into a song, but I also don't want them to anybody to think they're a bad person, but nah, like, you did some fucked up shit. And, so yeah, just like that.
Yeah, that was also my second one, so I definitely relate. And I think I said it to you earlier, but yeah, you weren't in the car yet, but I said it to you. I was saying that I'm doing my best to remove all like illusions. I don't want no illusions about reality. And it's a lot of stuff where I cared about how things look, similar to her, and I cared so much about how things looked that I didn't care or wasn't paying attention to how things actually were. And so now I'm like, nah, I prefer not to. And even with you being upset and then you trying to not act like you're upset, it's like, that's just a form of gaslighting. Like, I realized that as I was going through the process. I'm like, nah, like, let me not gaslight nobody, because you looking at me and you see me look angry, but I'm like, nah, I'm not angry. Everything's fine. It's like, what are you talking? It's all in your face. Like, why are you trying to gaslight me to convince me that you're not upset? Like, just be upset. So I think, but that's definitely uncomfortable. I definitely agree with that, because some stuff is just gonna be ugly, and you just gotta let it be ugly.
Yeah, I think that's what it is. Like, being so caught up in trying to make things, whether it be look perfect or to smooth things over or whatever it is, it's like, nah, this isn't a pretty moment. It's just not. And it's okay that it's not. And I don't have to try to change it to make it seem like it is, or to give you the illusion that it is. It's like, no, I'm upset. I let myself be upset for the first time last week. Like, to just sit in my anger. And I enjoyed it thoroughly. But I was pissed off. I was very upset. Like, but I enjoyed the fact that, like, I didn't care that anybody knew that I was upset, and it clicked in my mind, like, oh, y'all don't know me, because we be in this setting and I be trying to make sure that, I'm on my P's and Q's and, of course, but I'm not about to cuss you out or nothing, but I can just sit here and be angry. Like, that's fine. So, yeah, that's something I've been avoiding, but I'm working on not avoiding no more. Just being true, honest in this, everything. Go.
So what y'all said about seeing how it actually is, I would say my vision is warped to a state where I don't even be able to see how it actually is.
Oh,
whether it be good or bad.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know why I always do that.
Mm-hmm.
Get a good look at you. Really?
Explain further.
Yes. Elaborate.
I love to hear more.
I can't. I'm not able to see me like how he said on the last pod. So it could be great. Yeah, she gonna put it there. The stuff could be going great, but I'm not able to see it. Stuff could be going terribly, but I'm not able to see it. So all I could see is what's inside, where I'm going, how I'm thinking, and how I'm feeling. But I'm not able to see what my life actually looks like.
Go ahead.
I was gonna ask, is it that you can't see what your life looks like, or you can't see what it looks like to everybody else?
Both. It's like, I mean, one, everybody sees everything differently and perceives everything differently. All I'm able to do is what I'm able to do. It's not until it's hard to take a step back and like just view, like, all right, let's say if I have an outer body experience, that I can see my life. But on a day to day, I could just live. All I could do is live my life and do the best in that moment.
But you can reflect on your life and the experiences that you've had. And that's kind of like seeing your life.
Seeing my life, but it is seeing my life. It's the same as having an outer body experience. to that, I would say, how do you judge how you're doing if I can't see it? We started by saying I'm a visual person.
Mm.
So if I'm not able to see it mentally, am I doing good? I feel good,
That's how you
but
feel.
I don't really
Yeah.
know if. But I'm not able to see. I'm not able to see this feeling.
Yeah.
Like sometimes it'd be a thing of
Sorrow.
this is an amazing feeling. Although this is an amazing feeling, this could be the worst decision. But I feel great. I feel great. But what does my life actually look like? Am I going toward what I said I wanted to go toward? It's just like it's difficult to be in the moment and see the totality of my life if I'm in the present moment.
So, all right, I got like a question and a half.
All right.
So, cause when I tell you I thoroughly agree with you, cause I've been there for, I think a lot of my life I've been living in third person, like attempting to try and see what everybody else would see so that I can move accordingly. But I was gonna ask, dang, what was I about to ask? Hold on, question. Don't escape me yet. Don't escape me yet. Hold on. It was.
That's all. Bring it back. Let's pop.
Okay, this is what I was gonna ask. It did come back. That's crazy. Shout out to never mind. So,
Right.
So the question I was gonna ask was why? So if you're the closest person, like you're the closest person to you, you're the only person that can see everything that you're doing, like your life, like you have the moment to moment experience of what your life what is going on in your life. Wouldn't it be easier to just trust what it feels like as opposed to what it looks like?
It's a lot easier said than done, but it would be a lot easier to trust what it feels like rather than what the rest of your sentence was.
Yeah, what it looks like. Yeah.
What it looks like. I lost it, so let's bring it back.
Sauce!
Well, it's definitely a lot easier. It would be a lot easier to trust the feeling. When you do so many things fail. Things go right, but it's not how I thought it was going to go right.
Mm-hmm.
But still, I feel good. But nothing that I planned to do came to fruition in the way that I thought it was going to come to fruition.
Mm-hmm.
So, if I keep doing the same thing, if everything I do, my way is wrong, am I doing anything right? But I keep ending up where I wanted to be.
I think that what you just said, your way is wrong, is not the truth of what you just described to us. You keep doing things and ending up where you want to be.
But not in the way.
We be putting God in a box and we be like, I want this to happen this exact way, when like God be like, nah, let's do it like this. It's still what you wanted, but like, nah, we added a little razzle dazzle. We put it over here.
I was gonna say, to be honest, it feels more like, and I've said this before, but it's like you have a peephole view of the thing that you want. So if you looking through the peephole, you like, all right, yep, I see red shoes. I'm about to be rocking these red shoes. And then when you finally get there, you're like, okay, it was red and white shoes. And then you see and there's people around here. I didn't see anybody else. All I saw was these red shoes. Red shoes. But it's like, I think that's all we end up getting. But and the reason I asked that is because I was thinking, like, if somebody came to my house and was like, or somebody came to me and was like, yo, bro, you only wear black, and they only see me on Tuesdays. And I'm like,
that's funny,
bro, that's it. What you mean I only wear black? Like, all right, you only see me on, like, you don't see me Monday through Friday. Like, you only see me you don't see me on Saturday and Sunday. Black might be the only, Tuesday might be the only day I wear black. But to you, it looks like this is how it is. But to me, who lives in the experience, I'm wearing every color under the rainbow. And so, like, I'm thinking about it now, me trying to look and me trying to assume what the person on the outside is seeing, or me using them as a gauge of what success is for me. It's like, how could I do that when they don't even live in the everyday experience? So like, wouldn't it be easier, or wouldn't it make more sense for us to kind of like judge by how we feel about how things are going than how it may look? Because it may look like it's not working, but if you end up where you want to be, it might be working.
That's the thing. From the outside looking in, it looks like it's working perfectly.
How you know?
Because I know what people see. Right? So if I... Hold on.
He said, I know.
I know what people see. I just don't see what they see.
Then how you know what they see?
Because I know it sounds crazy until you get to the space where I know what they see, but I don't see what they see. So it's like, if I use blue paint and I put this picture of just a blue canvas in front of you, but I'm behind the canvas, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I show you this blue painting, this blue canvas. I know I'm showing you a blue canvas, but I can't see this blue canvas.
But what I'm seeing is you hold the blue canvas. I'm seeing the blue canvas. I'm seeing your legs, your shoes, like the rest of your body. I know you're behind it because you are showing me the blue canvas. I can see your elbows sticking out.
But what I'm saying is, what I'm showing you, I'm not able to see.
I need a different example. Like, because I to a degree I kind of get it, but like on the one hand, like what you're presenting.
So if you look at it from your life,
mm-hmm.
what I'm giving to the world, I know what I'm giving to the world, but I'm not able to see. I know what they see because this is what I'm giving them, but I'm not able to see what they see.
What if they're colorblind?
I still can't see what they see because they see something different.
I think we're getting in the weeds. All right. Getting a little lost in the sauce over it.
See, when you try to have me explain something, I can't explain it, but it makes sense when we run it back. Somebody out there,
I'm not
my spiritual baddies.
I'm not disagreeing with. There's a part of it that I'm not completely understanding, is because you're like, I know what you see because I'm showing you this. Is like, technically speaking, anything that you're showing them, like what they're seeing is just what you're imagining that they see. So you can be presenting, like, you might be on Instagram and you think you're presenting Black Boy Joy, and people are not seeing that, but that's what you believe that they're seeing. So like you believe that, all right, I'm giving you guys Black Boy Joy, and they're like, you don't really seem that happy. Right? And that's what they're telling me, but it's like, nah, but I know because this is what I gave you. That's why I'm like, I don't know if that's what you mean.
I know what they see because
I think the only thing you would know is what you presented, but you don't know what they actually see. Like, you can't see how they see you.
So if you put yourself in other people's shoes,
it's still a guess.
So I'm gonna say, I know what they see. Like, okay, prime example, right? Prime example. I'm fairly handsome. I would say I'm fairly handsome, right? I would say I'm fairly handsome, right? I hate when people touch me. Right.
Go home with the point.
I would say I'm fairly handsome. So when I go places, I know that I'm not the ugliest person in the world, right?
You see how you questioning? You're like, right? Because you don't know what we think.
Agreeing. I know because I see it. But
you're still guessing.
No, I know I'm not the ugliest person in the world.
Okay, you know
that's factual.
From your perspective.
No, that's a fact.
Oh man, we are so lost in the weeds. Go ahead.
All right. I know I'm not the most beautifully challenged person in this world.
Mm-hmm.
But I still go out and I'm like, I can't see me. Like, I can't see my face. So I don't really know. Like, I don't see what y'all see.
So how do you know what they see?
Because I know.
You don't know. This is just...
I think you have an idea. And again, anything that you feel like when it comes to other people, you don't know. Like you can't know for certain. You have a good idea.
Can we put a poll up? Am I the most beautifully challenged person in the world?
That's not
That's not what we're discussing.
Okay. All right. Sorry. All right.
The point is, you never actually know what other people are seeing, right? You only know what you are presenting, what you are giving to them, but you don't know how they're receiving it. It's just like when you're talking. It's just like when I was talking about last week when I was like, I thought that people were seeing me as the broke friend, and I realized I was seeing me as the broke friend.
I had that thought the other day.
Hold on, let me finish. So basically, it's like, it's not that, even when we put ourselves in other people's shoes, it's not that we know what they're thinking. It's not that we know what they would do. It's not that we know exactly how they feel. It's that we are guessing. We are making some sort of hypothesis based off of whatever interactions that we had with that person or didn't have with that person. And we're guessing, okay, this is what they would do, or this is what they see, or this is their perception of the world based on whatever information that we've gathered. It's always a guess. It is an educated guess. You have no idea what other people are seeing. The only thing that you can do is go off of feeling. If you feel good based off of like, okay, this didn't go necessarily my way, this didn't look like how I thought, this didn't look like how I thought, but this feels good to me, that means that you're going in the right direction for you. It don't matter what anybody else is saying or how they perceive it or whatever, or what they are seeing is happening based off of social media or whatever. If you feel like regardless of what you did, you ended up in the right spot, that's how you know. That's how you assess your life. Do you feel good? Because it be people who we see are living their best lives from what we can perceive, and they are miserable. And they are not living their best lives. They're terrible. Their stuff is getting repossessed. But we don't know that. We don't see that when we see them. We only see them on Tuesday. Okay? So it's like, I said all of that to say, you don't know what they're seeing. You can't look at your life from anybody else's shoes. And I think that's the beauty of the experience of actually living life. Just like Damani was saying about living life in the third person, a lot of my life I was living in the third person. So even you just talking about like, oh, I can't see what I can only feel what's happening. I just know that I feel good. That's something that I for a long time wasn't experiencing for myself because I was so busy trying to guess what other people were looking at that I wasn't in the first person where I could feel like, this actually feels good for me. Like this is where what I wanted, or, this didn't look exactly how I wanted, or blah, 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 whatever it was. So it's just all a feeling experience. We're all guessing if people think we look good or not. We're all guessing if our life looks good on the outside. And sometimes it don't look that appealing to other people. But if I feel good about how I'm living my life, that's all that matters. I mean, also, if I'm not bringing harm to myself or others, that also is important. But yeah.
You said that with a lot of passion, and I just want to say, I agree. Make sure America hear me. I agree.
No, go ahead.
But it's also funny because you had said it at the beginning. You were like, I know I may feel good, but I can't see what you guys see. So you had agreed before you started, but it's just funny as you were going through.
I put myself in a position where, I be thinking a lot anyway. So even before I be saying stuff, or responding, I do my best to see both sides, see the other person's point of view before I just like react. And so I go through scenarios and everything. So it's like, I understand. Sometimes I just want to see what y'all see. Maybe that'll help me I can make different adjustments, do different things. Because if I'm going just off feeling, I'll be doing that a lot anyway. I still be wanting a little more structure, and I just want to see because I still hold back. So if we go back to the original question, what are you avoiding? And that's probably why my answer was letting loose and just being free. It probably has nothing to do with comfort, with other people being too comfortable. Could have something with me being too comfortable.
But I think that in order for you to find what structure actually works for you, you have to actually let loose and see like how unorganized or how free I can possibly get, because then you can reel it back in. Like, you don't go on a rabbit hole building different charts and databases and Notion without having moments of being so unorganized that you're like, I don't know what to do. And then you realize, oh, let me put this in a chart. Okay, just like when you went to Fashion Week, you realize, okay, this is a little too free for me. I need to make sure I got my own things in place just in case we have another day where it's more unorganized. Like, you figure out your structure from allowing yourself to be free. And then you be like, all right, I ain't like that. That's when you go back to the feeling of it. Like, okay, that was uncomfortable. That got a little too crazy for me, or that pissed me off. And now I need to make an adjustment from there.
Yeah, I also want to say I've been there most of my life, so I'm with you. It's always been a fear of going too far for me personally. So it's like me going too far, and then either it really wasn't about what other people would think, but it was more so about me going too far and maybe not liking the version of me that came out on the other end. So like, what if I went too crazy and it was like, dang, I went way too far. Or sometimes it would be in relation to other people, where it was like, maybe this emotion was too much, and if I went too far here, then something would go wrong, and it was a lot of that stuff. But the old saying is like, you only gotta like, what was I was about to make up? I don't know what saying I was about to make up, but yeah, only those who are willing to go too far can find out how far one can go. That thing, you have to be willing to go to, like, all right, I may have went a little too far so that I can find out where the edge is. And I think a lot of it is like, you gotta just let it go and find out. Like, you just gotta fuck around and find out for real.
My biggest thing is I like to know before I go.
Yeah, I understand.
But you have to know to go. But I thoroughly enjoy knowing.
You said that
before I go.
You gotta go.
You gotta go to know.
You gotta go to know.
You said you gotta know to go. See, that's what you've been thinking on the side.
Yeah,
you gotta go to know, because if you don't go, you'll never know.
What I say?
You have to know to go.
No, I said I like to know before I go.
But then when you said the phrase, you said you gotta know to go.
Yeah, you did.
I know you gotta go to know.
No.
Hey.
It's all good. It's all good.
Sometimes I just wish I could see.
Yeah,
see what y'all see, hear what y'all hear.
But that's why we're here, though.
Nah.
Yeah, but go ahead.
I was just gonna say, I wasn't thinking about it in perspective of emotion, but once you put it into that perspective, I'm in the same boat. Like when I just talked about, I was holding back on like the honesty, or I just let myself be mad, and I wasn't even as mad as I know I can get, but I realized in that moment, it's like, oh, I never allowed myself to be mad because I didn't want to go too far. So I get it.
Yeah, and I also get it as well, because I think y'all will relate to this. I think a lot of life, when you live your life like a mirror for other people, people don't end up looking at you, they end up looking at themselves.
Bro.
Right?
Oh, look at themselves.
Right, come
Yeah,
on.
so it's like you're not. So it's like you do such a good job of being a mirror that people don't get a chance to see you, and it's like you at some point, if you put it down, people will get a chance to see you. But if you spend all your time being a mirror, the only thing that you end up seeing is them. But I think being able to just be in first person and just see yourself doing the thing, or just not having the imagined idea of what it looks like when you're doing it. It's like it's an extra weight on you. Like, it's just something that's like, I'm trying to think of how best to explain it, but it's just like an extra weight, because it's like you're exerting extra energy, because not only are you trying to do the thing that you're doing, you're spending half of the time imagining what you're looking like doing it, and you can't get anything great done if you're paying attention to what you look like all the time doing the great thing, because sometimes it look crazy. Like the dude who, you making a painting, or you being like, doing this giant mural, it may look crazy off rip. You in the middle of doing the nose, and somebody looking at you like, what the heck is this man? He painting it. That don't look like nothing. And then once you're done, you're like, oh snap, he was painting the face. He made sense the entire time. But when you're in it, it's like you don't. I feel like to do something great, you don't have time to think about how I look doing the great thing. I just have to figure out the great thing.
Mm-hmm.
So while you was talking, I had a question, and I also think I got the answer while I was thinking about my question. So I'm gonna start with the answer. Life makes sense. Life makes a lot more sense when you understand that you are the feeling. So if you look at yourself as the feeling, as this like the spirit, like your actual soul, everything makes a lot more sense. Which is why the feeling is the secret. If it feels good, then you're in the right direction, regardless of what it looked like on the outside. Yeah. So my question was, if I'm showing up as the mirror constantly, and everybody who looks at me doesn't see me, they only see themselves, and also I'm not able to see myself, do you believe that one can drive themselves crazy for feeling like they have never been seen?
Oh yeah, you can drive yourself crazy. Me personally, I think a lot of it. I think a lot of it is a desperate need to want to validate your own existence. But if you self-validate, you're fine. But I think it's like, I want to validate, am I who I say I am to you guys? But that's not up to me, right? Like that part isn't up to me. So I think you can drive yourself crazy being like, bro, I need to make sure that I am who I say I am to you guys. And the only part that you can control out of that is if you do the things that you say you would want to do, or how you feel about it. But I definitely think you can drive yourself crazy if you try to focus on like looking like the person. I think that's what I just want to make sure that was the question, right? Would you drive yourself crazy trying to?
If you feel like
you've never been seen.
Yeah,
because other people, when they look at you, they see themselves,
mm-hmm.
and you aren't able to see yourself.
Yeah, I definitely think you can, because it also can feel lonely as well. Like it can feel like nobody gets me, and I think it can also feel like dang, when will somebody ever hold up the mirror for me? Go ahead.
As someone who has felt that, I feel like yes, you can certainly drive yourself crazy. You don't necessarily have to go completely insane, but the feeling of not being seen, once you realize that that's the feeling, it can get kind of dark. It can be, especially when it's like you feel like you've been holding up the mirror for the people that you're constantly around, or like your family and stuff like that. I think for me, it's like I had to start spending time with myself, because if I can't see me, if I don't feel seen, and I'm also not seeing me, then that's when the problem comes in. If once I started like actually seeing myself and valuing myself and looking in the mirror for me, like not holding up a mirror, but I'm looking in the mirror so I can see me. Taking that time, that's when it's like I stopped feeling as crazy. Because even if you don't see me, I know who I am. You can't tell me that I'm not here. You can't tell me that I'm not a person. You can't tell me that I'm not important. So I think it can drive you crazy, but once you refocus your attention away from if other people see you, and you start looking at like, okay, because at the same time, it's like, if I'm a mirror for you, then you can be a mirror for me. If I'm noticing that some of the habits that I'm reflecting are things where it's like, I'm not valuing myself, I'm not putting myself first, I'm not making time for myself, or things like that, then it's up to me to change those habits so that I start to see me. And then you can look at me seeing me whenever you decide to see me. But as long as I see me, that's what matters. I know that was a lot of see me, see yous, but that's, for me, from my personal experience, I had to start seeing me, and because I can't keep putting that responsibility on other people to see me. or to understand me if I don't even, well, just regardless. But if I don't understand myself, then it's like, what am I doing here?
And question for you. So do you feel like, I know you asked it and you answered it, but do you feel like you have driven yourself crazy driving yourself crazy, like being a mirror for other people?
I never intentionally tried to be a mirror for anybody. Have I driven myself crazy? Have I driven myself crazy,
Like
trying to be a mirror and feeling like I haven't been seen? The feeling like I haven't been seen, yeah, I still be feeling like I don't be being seen for real. As far as driving myself crazy, I'm not gonna say I drive myself crazy, but it's something that I think about often. About like, am I invisible? Sometimes I'll be like, is this something? Gotta be something wrong with me, but it's still I can't see me, so now all I can do is go off feelings and go off the energy that people give me.
Mm-hmm.
And like I'm where I did the thing. I might not have did the thing to the extent, but even like now, like looking back, if we talking about music, I don't want to do music how the music industry does music, and that's why I haven't done the thing to the extent, because I haven't gave myself permission. Well, in the past, I didn't give myself permission to do music how I want to do music, because I didn't know if it was wrong. Because again, ain't nobody else doing this, so I don't want to be the only person that's jumping off the bridge. But have I driven myself crazy? I wouldn't say I've driven myself crazy, but it's something that I think about a lot, being invisible.
Yeah, you know, it's funny. And as we've had this whole conversation, you definitely validated your whole, when you was like, you know, I have a warped sense of what is true and what is not. But I mean, I think it's understandable. Because I think it's almost like a coin toss. Like, either you're gonna decide I'm gonna let everybody else tell me if I'm looking crazy, or I'm gonna let my feelings decide if I'm looking crazy.
I'm gonna say 8 times, 7.5 times out of 10, I let my feelings decide. But it's that 2.5 times when I be like, it gotta be me. It gotta. Is it my lips crusty or something? I got food in my teeth. What's going on?
Yeah. But I think that's the importance of having people around you to make sure to let you know, like, hey, bro, that one was a little bit crazy, or that moment was a little bit. I know it felt like you nailed it. There was some elements there that you might want to get the breath control right tonight, because, you know, matter of fact, we're gonna start jumping rope next week to get the breath, because I know you felt amazing when we showed you the camera. It wasn't as amazing as it could have been. And I think having a level of, I think really getting into the truth of things is being aware of how you feel, but also being aware that there's a possibility that it doesn't look like it. And I think that's where a lot of the truth is. It's like, all right,
you say that again.
Knowing how you feel, but also being aware of how it might look. Because realistically speaking, what we see, we only able to see like what 0.1%, 0.001% of stuff in life.
You.
I mean, I'm
He
saying
said, we could see a little bit less than that.
Yeah, take these things off.
Yeah.
So it's not even the fact that I can't see myself. Like, I just can't see.
Yeah, and so to be able to trust, if I have to choose between trusting 0.00001%, right, versus choosing what I feel, right? Even the things that I see can only, at best, it can be half true. Like, even what I'm seeing is like, oh, it may only partially be true. So like, I have to take that with a grain of salt. Now I can trust at the very least what I feel is like, this is genuinely what I feel. And I think that's a higher percentage of correctness in that. Like, all right, I know I feel angry. Like, there's not too much illusion unless you lying to yourself, which is what we talked about earlier. But there's not too much illusion. It's like, you actually are angry. Like, but yeah, and it goes into what we were talking about a little bit with the gaslighting. Don't gaslight me. I know you, because if I'm just trusting my eyes, and you look angry, if I'm just trusting my eyes, I can trust that, all right, you look angry, but you may not be angry on the inside. So only part of it could be true. So just trusting that I feel what I feel, but there's also an opportunity that what I'm seeing, like, there's more than what I'm actually seeing. You was looking at me? Oh, yeah, my bad. Yeah. I don't know. That was a little long-winded, but you get the point.
Yeah.
But yeah, and I think we all kind of had that same, there's a part of that, I guess, that we've been avoiding, which, whether it's letting go, whether it's like actually seeing what the truth for what it is. And I don't know about y'all, but I'm doing my best to not avoid none of the parts, even the parts that are uncomfortable, because the only thing that be happening is that I try to avoid it and then it come back and it hit me harder than if I would have just standed planted and just took the first hit. Like, let me not try and run and then now I get hit in the back of the head. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, bro. Like, you would have just slid 10 toes. You would have just took it on the shit, like, or took it on the cheek or whatever. But now you getting hit in the back of the head. Now you falling, you stumbling. It's like, you look even worse than you did. Now I'm worried. If I was worried about how I look even crazier because now I'm falling and got hit. Now nah. We just approach. We do not avoid.
Yeah, that's something that I've been working on lately, is just facing things, confronting the things as they come up. So if this is something that I notice about myself or notice that I feel or I've done, let me just go ahead and feel it or face it, whatever is required, so that I can move forward. Because not only does it sometimes hit harder, sometimes it lasts longer than it needs to last because I avoided it for however many years. So it's like, all right, if I could just deal with this now, if I could just, feel my feelings now, if I could just whatever, everything that we talked about today, just doing it right now, then, or setting aside time to deal with it sooner rather than later, it makes it just a lot easier, life in general. But I do agree, pretty much everything that we said is very similar in what we've been avoiding as far as what's uncomfortable. And yeah, do y'all have any final thoughts on what you've been avoiding? No?
You could go first.
I don't usually go first.
Mm-hmm.
My final thoughts are to just face whatever you need to face now. Deal with it now. And also, stuff is not as scary a lot of times when you just deal with it up front versus when you got to deal with it later. So, yeah. Get it done.
Yeah. I'd say I second that. Just second that. And yeah, I just think avoiding things because they're uncomfortable isn't the best strategy, because there's always going to be something that's uncomfortable. So it's like, whether it's doing a workout, so a lot of times, especially when you do a workout for the first time, it's not the most comfortable thing in the world to do, but you become stronger because of it. So I think going towards it and not avoiding it is a better approach. And I think we should do our best to, at the very least, assess why am I avoiding this thing, or what part of this makes me uncomfortable, so that I can attack that head on.
Right now, all I'm thinking of is it leading me toward fun?
I like that.
So even the parts I don't want to do, I can do them, because at the end of the day, it's going to lead me toward me enjoying.
That's good. Thank y'all for joining us for another episode of the Grae Area Podcast.
Yes.
I'm Shakoya D.
Bad man breezing to the ear, the roughest, toughest.
It's your boy Damani.
And thank you guys for joining us. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, tell a friend, and tell a friend, and tell a friend. Hit that notification bell so you never miss an upload.
Ding!
And also, join our Patreon.
$3 a month.
Yes, for the low price of $3 a month, you can join our Patreon, watch this podcast early, as well as other content that we have for you. Just go to patreon.com/thegraearea and subscribe. Also, check out the links in the descriptions. By you subscribing to our Patreon, subscribing to this channel, and also streaming our music and stuff, getting art, all of the things, that helps us to keep this podcast going. So make sure you do that. But also comment below. Let us know your thoughts. What are you avoiding because the next step is uncomfortable? We would love to know. And also comment below about Breeze and let him know if he's not the ugliest. What'd you say?
Beautifully challenged.
I already know I'm not the most beautifully challenged person in this world, so y'all don't even gotta. Actually, so we know that you made it this far. Let me know how beautiful I am.
Oh my God. Let us know what you avoid.
Oh
You're
my
funny. But thank y'all for joining us for another episode. And if you like this one, you're going to love the one that's linked up on the screen. We will see you guys next week. Bye.
Adios.
Stay blessed. Stay black, people.
You say what? And know yourself. Know your worth. Jukebox, hit me with another jam.
Get on my face. Get on my motherfucking face.
Please. Push the goddamn button.